So I told you lot already, and you'll know this if you've been following me for a good little while now, that obviously man's name is Jay Wise, but I wanted to name myself Jay the Realist. Man believe I'm the realist in it, but there's so much other idiots out there, they think they're Jay the Realist. I had to just let that one go and call myself Jay Wise, yeah. And even then, there's two other man they think they're called Jay Wise, yeah, but no one's as wise as this, innit? But anyway, so as you know already, talk about knife crime and stabbings and stuff here and there, and you know, I keep it real, yeah. Told you already, I've been stabbed before, and there was one time, yeah, man, I have to hold my hands up to this one. There was one time I thought it was necessary to carry a knife, but even when I was on road, yeah, even when I was in a gang and I was in the thick of things, you know, I was never one person to walk down the road with a knife, yeah. I don't know what back then how other men were thinking. Yeah, maybe it was through fear or something like that, why they felt like they always needed to carry a knife 24/7. But me personally, I'll be one man up walking down the road on my own, on my jacks. Never needed to carry a knife. Never felt like I needed to carry a knife. And I'll be in enemy territory. Yeah, never carry a knife. Yeah, but there was one time where I thought I had to carry a knife, and it was the most inappropriate time to carry a knife. Yeah, except if you're going to funerals. And I know people who have gone to funerals and they've carried a gun with them. Like, what? Let's just even think about it for a second. Why the fuck would you go to a funeral with a gun? Why would you go to a funeral with a gun? But anyway, so I told you before, went to prison and had a probation officer. And again, yeah, white people, they do help black people. Yeah, even when they're on the wrong path. But when they can see that person is a good person, or they could be, if they're given the right direction, can become a good person and upstanding member of the community. White people will help you out, yeah. So my probation officer, white woman, got me a job with a neighboring local authority, a neighboring borough, yeah. And this neighboring borough, there's 1-2 areas in that borough, they got some gangs, and you know, they're deep in it with the beef. Now, I had trouble with one particular area or whatever, innit, yeah. And I got this job interview, yeah. So they said, yeah, you're gonna be working for such and such council, and yeah, you're gonna have an interview on this particular day. So boom, they sent me the details of the interview, and I could not believe it, yeah. They were one of the most notorious estates in London, yeah. They had to hold the interview there. Just my luck, yeah. Imagine someone from Brixton, yeah, has a flipping, they're in a gang and they have a job interview on Yellow Brick Estate in Peckham. Just or imagine someone who's a Crip, yeah, and they have a job interview in the Bloods area, yeah. So I'm thinking like, damn, like, yo, they've given me this job interview, and it's on one of the, I'm telling you, one of the most notorious estates in London, yeah. I'm thinking like, and where I'm from, we are not allowed to go there. It don't even matter if you're not involved, yeah. Where you from? Oh, I'm from this area. Straight on, yeah. And this estate's like a concrete jungle, yeah. There's no running, yeah. You're gonna get caught, yeah. So you're gonna have to defend yourself, yeah. And you're gonna be one man up. Cause who goes to job interviews with their friends? Yeah. So you go in there one man up, yeah. So I had to bring a knife to the job interview. Yeah, it was mad. Like, I had to bring a knife to the job interview. I've gone there with my laptop bag that I was using as my briefcase, and I had to put a knife in the laptop. And the thing is as well about that estate as well, that estate obviously has a gang, yeah. And I done something to someone who's one of the older ones of that gang. So I knew, like, yeah, it's not just a case of, you know, me being from a different area and we're not allowed to go there. No, someone was after me from that area, innit, because I done something to them. I didn't stab no one or nothing like that. But yeah, obviously at that time as well, when I was going through that job interview, I think I got stabbed about 3 weeks before that. Yeah, so yeah, there's a bit of paranoia as well. I'm thinking, well, I've been stabbed now. I'm not letting that happen again. Yeah, so I'm making sure I go tooled up. Now, if you're a young person, I don't care if you're old or young, you watch this video, yeah, don't think it's acceptable to carry knives, yeah. I'm saying it's unacceptable to carry knives, but man, I keep it real, yeah. Told you already, I've been stabbed before. But there was one time where I thought it was necessary to carry a knife. And I remember, right, now I actually got that job as well, yeah. I was the only person going for that job, whatever, innit, to become an electrical apprentice. And I remembered I was sitting in this job interview with 3 of my superiors to be, right? And my laptop bag's on the floor, and they asked me, oh, could you get your CV out and stuff? And I just remembered, like, when I was picking up this laptop bag, I had to hold it in a certain way because the knife could fall out. And I just thought, this is just craziness. Who brings a knife to a job interview? Mad. But I was deep in it, and I couldn't not go to the job interview, but I had to go prepared because where I was, it would have been too dangerous. It would have been too dangerous. That was the paranoia. To be fair, afterwards, I used to go to that estate every morning because where I had this job interview, that's where I was based as well. And I didn't even see no one. Nothing like that. But it was just the paranoia in it. So I thought I'd just share that story in it about the one time I thought it was necessary to carry a knife. But most of these people, they carry knives for no reason. Yeah, all right, yeah, they're in it. Yeah, they got beef with people, they're in it. But most of these men, they're not carrying no knife. They're carrying knives for no reason. Like, there are people, yeah, I'd never understood this, yeah. Obviously, there's security outside clubs and bars and stuff like that, yeah. And there are people, certain men, they know that they might get into trouble if they go out to this particular place because it's in a particular area or whatever, yeah. So they think to themselves, let me carry a knife, yeah, to go to this club or this bar or this shubs or whatever, innit? Because they might see certain people. Bro, if you think that you might be in danger because you will go to this particular place, don't go. Don't go. Because you might not even get into anything, yeah? But you might get stopped and searched on the way, and if you're carrying a knife, you might do a year in prison. I don't know what the charges are for a knife. I know if you carry a gun, you get 5 years, do 2.5. But if you're going out and carrying a knife, yeah, you're walking around with a sentence, basically. So if you feel like when you need to go to a certain place, right, you need to carry a knife, my advice would be to you, don't carry a knife at all. Yeah, don't go. Yeah, don't put yourself in a position for trouble. And you know what, if you're in that type of lifestyle where you feel like you need to walk with a knife 24/7, you need to just move out of that area and change your life altogether. Yeah, because the road thing don't last. Yeah, you hear everyone say this, and it's true. It's either you end up dead or in prison, or you have a really shit job and you on a shit pay. Yeah, so all 3 of them are really bad, isn't it? Yeah, there's so much out there. Like, people think, yeah, that, you know, life is just about being on the block, being on the ends. Yeah, I watched this interview with some guy. Yeah, he's well-known guy on from London. Yeah, he's like underground roadman and thing, innit? My friend and I were watching this, and it was funny. He said, yeah, I wanted to live and die on this end. And my friend laughed, and he looked at me and said, you was just like that. Just like that. But my eyes are open, you know, my eyes have been opened when I went into the workplace. And yeah, not gonna lie, it was white people that opened up my eyes. Like, yeah, you can actually buy property. Because when I was in the ends, yeah, you talk about buying property, but no one around you buys properties. No one's there to guide you, whatever, innit? So yeah, it's more of a fantasy. But you're around white people who are like 6 years older than you, and they telling you that they bought their property when they were 21. And in 2 years, you're going to be 21 years old. Like, it's mad, isn't it? Yeah. So white people, and you know, it's not just white people, just going out into the big wide world really opens your eyes. Yeah, there's more to life than just your ends or your postcode. Trust me, I've seen it now, innit? Yeah, and I'm the proof. Yeah, been to jail, been stabbed. Yeah, come from a poor family. Yeah, you know, always had food on the table and whatever, but that was it. There was no holidays every other year. Yeah, my mom could only afford to take me on 2 holidays. Yeah, one I went to, one I didn't because I had GCSEs, innit? Yeah, come from a decent family. There was no scandal in the family, nothing like that. But yeah, me man come from humble beginnings. Yeah, and I'm telling you, you can make it. Yeah, but you're not gonna make it nowhere if you're carrying a knife, you know. So I know it's easier said than done to put down the knives, but the first step is forget putting down the knife. The first step is the first step is to put down the knife, but the major step is to get out of the ends. You physically have to move. Now, I'm gonna make a video about how to get out of a gang and stuff like that, depending on, you know, the circumstances, whether or not you're on a if you live on a council estate or if you just live in an area. Yeah, but stay tuned for that one. Yeah, stay wise, put down the knives.